Hello everyone, Attack Power here with a new update for the Men of Steel upcoming DLC. Let's dive right in here. Alrighty, so we have two new divisions to look at here. Groupement Dodie and the... we gotta scroll way down here to find the second one. I just blanked on what it was called. And the 17 Divisiona, another Finnish division being added to the game. And if you guys enjoy this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting on Patreon. Here we go. Let's dive right in here. Let's start right off. We're not going to read everything here. Totally not necessary. Sorry, there's no camera today. Again, still on vacation, so I don't have the camera, but this will work. It's not a big deal. So, Group Dodie. Partisan bolstered French-led Groupement Dodie. Groupement Dodie. Not an actual division. This Steel Division 2 battle group covers a variety of formations operating in the French Alps. All right, so a French mountain division. Let's check out these slot costs here. So you get a good number of recon slots, to be sure. Only 2 1s, but a whole bunch of 2s there to work with. The infantry tab's pretty well priced here. You only have 1 3-point slot all the way down here at the end, so not a too big of a deal there. Very small armor again. So this division really seems to be DLC really seems to be focused on infantry. A lot of these divisions are really infantry heavy. There's not a lot of tanks in a lot of these divisions. I don't know how competitive that makes a lot of them, but with the new traits and stuff, I guess that's the concept, to really show off the new traits. They're doing a lot of, really hardcore infantry divisions. Continuing down here, we got a pretty nice support tab of stuff. So a lot of 1s, 3 1s, and 3 2s. So pretty good there. You can really get a nice full set of support. Anti-tank, not too bad. You got really 4 good slots. The 3-point slot you can definitely use, though. Anti-air, all right, there's definitely some anti-air here. It's not a complete, getting it smashed in the sky. Artillery, looking all right. Bunch of 1s and 2s. Air Force looking pretty cheap. 4 1-point slots, so not bad there. All right, let's see a mix of different soldiers from FSI to American paratroopers. So another division with American paratroopers now. Moroccan mountaineers and Guerriers. So apologies, my French is horrendous. Can be found in Dodie here. Composition changed over time. So another phase lock division. Phase A, you get the FFI partisans. Okay, cool. You get some American paratroopers. Very fun. Core of the battle group is a detachment of the General Dodie's 2nd Moroccan Infantry Division, as well as some Guerriers. Guerriers? Let's go for Guerriers. Light mountain troops. Phase B, you get the 4th Moroccan Mountain Division with more specialized mountain troops. More FFI local partisans, former chasseurs. Okay, cool. Heavy artillery. That's fun. In C phase, American airborne troops, Guerriers, heavy artillery, and Dodies are all gone. All right. Instead, further mountaineers are reformed to the 27th Alpini group. France's traditional mountain forces can be deployed. Okay, so interesting mix there. Some phase lock into earlier phases instead of later phases. So very interesting. Recon. Decent slot. Yep, we looked over 2 1s and 3 2s. Okay, the following units are available in phase A and B only. So FFI, Sidecar, and Saboteurs. The Safi. All in all shapes and sizes, from 2-man to 4-man recon squads, and a Stuart and Greyhound. Okay, that's not bad. So some explosive recon starts for sure. The Guerrier Eclairs, and a large 11-man squad with 9 rifles, 1 automatic rifle, and a scoped Enfield. Okay, and they will have higher veterancy and the shock trait. So interesting there. They're not going to be good at CQC. They have the shock trait, but their loadout does not lend itself to being good at CQC. This does not kill units at close range. This is quite bad. We'll easily get wiped out by any unit with a flame or any unit with a grenade. And even just kind of average CQC troops like a Avto should beat this quite easily. Now that is depending on how strong shock really is. If shock is completely OP, then this unit could be good at long and close range. Much more interested is long range capability with the scoped Enfield. Following units in phase B and C. So light Alpine troops. The Corps France term is most analogous with French use of commando, or one of their hand-picked, motivated, well-armed. They would infiltrate okay. Among Chasseurs Alpines, they would operate men of the main group. Steel Division 2, the Corps of France are experienced 1 veterancy and 6-man assault squads with 2 Sens, 3 rifles, and 1 automatic rifle and a TNT. Okay, not a crazy great. So it doesn't look like it comes with radio, which kind of sucks. 6-man assault squads are pretty bad. They really are. Just think Sturm Pioneers or Stolstrup. Just not very strong squads usually. So I don't think these are going to be amazing. It doesn't look like they have the kind of weird. They don't look like they have the shock trait. I mean, maybe they do, but it doesn't appear here they do, even though they're considered elites. We'll see. Maybe they're commandos and shocks. Eclair skiers. Again, totally guessing at these pronunciations. I apologize, my fabulous French friends here. The creme de la creme here. La 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 la. French counterparts to the Italian Alpini Esplorante. Okay, so they're 12-man squad with 3 Stens, 6 rifles, 1 automatic rifle, and a scope K98 as well as the radio trait. So this is a beefier squad. This one definitely has some more mix to it, a little bit more hybrid. Definitely strong with the automatic rifle and sniper again, but then you actually get 3 Stens, which means they at least, I mean, Stens are not very good, but you at least have some actual CQC power. So yeah, interesting unit there. I mean, it should be definitely a solid recon tab, but nothing overwhelming in like a super good way. Infantry, solid category with a lot of cheap slots. Last 3 becoming more expensive. Yep. Okay, cool. All right, following units in A and B, and then can't be in C. So we have the AB rifles and glider rifles, and those were pretty beefy squads we saw. French Resistance and the CMD, so this is a leader, and the Maquisards. So you get Maquisards, which are, I think, pretty solid infantry overall with their Molotovs and stuff. Second Moroccan infantry comes with the trailers, the Tielers, Pioneers, and Sappers. These are all very good infantry. They're found in 1st DFL. These are super cheap. These are solid, still cheap, and Sappers are Sappers. They're good units with bazookas. At least I think. I mean, I think they come with bazookas. They should. Dodie's special units in the more Gumers here. Auxiliary mountain troops with a limited amount of officers and NCOs. These soldiers were organized in large groups. Okay, all right. So this is the leader one. 3-man elite leader with 2 car. Okay, I don't really care. Has a bazooka, which is nice. Leaders with bazookas actually is quite nice. They can pop in and pop out really fast. A 19-man squad with 1 Thompson, 17 rifles, and 1 automatic rifle. Okay, that's beefy. It's not actually that strong, but it is beefy. Gomer PM, an assault squad concentrated on automatic firepower. This is a 22-man squad, the biggest squad in the game. 5 Thompson, 17 rifles, and a rocket gun. The latter is the name given to a plain bazooka, which the Moroccan forces uses exclusively and gleefully as bunker busters. Hence, HE rounds only, so rarely did they come across enemy tanks. Okay, whoa. So this is the unit right here. 30 points, 22 men. 5 Thompsons, quite strong. That's a lot of firepower. 17 rifles is not like a ton of firepower, but it is 17 rifles. I mean, it's a lot of guns. And this rocket gun, so it only does 1.2 damage. Has 92% accuracy. So basically, if this thing shoots, it hits. So it's going to kill 1 man every time it fires, essentially. It appears, or a little, maybe 2. 250 millimeter range, so it's close range only. And only 8 rounds a minute. Okay, so this is a very interesting squad. I'm not sure how good this will actually be. It really kind of depends on how crazy. I mean, this is good. Don't get me wrong. This is a strong unit. There's no doubt about it. A 22-man squad with Raider and Shock, and some sort of like repeatable light grenade sort of esque thing. This is strong. How strong it will be, I'm not sure yet. Definitely will be interesting to see. It really depends on how strong this rocket gun is. Otherwise, this would do a pretty nice amount of damage as is. These things can tank a grenade and survive quite easily. I mean, yeah. Following units can be mustered from Phase B onward. The 4th Moroccan Infantry makes mortars, sappers, and pioneers, all featuring radar trade. Aside from the radar trade, the main difference is the greater allowance of automatic rifles, BAR replacing the FM 2449 and sniper rifles, but less anti-tank weapons. Okay, so a nice mix of anti-infantry and anti-tank. The Sappeurs Mont field a flamethrower, coming pretty handy in clearing caves. Okay, I wonder if they still have the grenade. That would be pretty strong. Partigiani, Italian partisans who fled Germany and RSI. They sought refuge. These resistance formed entire battalion. 12-man squad with 2 Berettas, 8 rifles, 1 Beretta, and a sniper rifle. Very interesting. 2 Berettas. Beretta's always really strong. Anytime you see a Beretta, you know that thing's going to really carve. Even with just 2, it's really good. So, interesting unit there. This could be quite strong. Combat Phase C, now we have the Chasseurs Alpines. So 12-man squad, 2 Stens, 9 rifles, and 1 automatic rifle. Not great. Pretty bleh squad. If this is 20 points, it's solid. 6-man command squad with MD. Okay, that's nothing very exciting there. So definitely some very interesting units here, especially with these Guerriers here. Could be very, very strong. And then you get these American paratroopers as well. Could be is a very strong infantry tab, to be sure. And it seems like a nice mix of some bazookas as well. Tanks, light formation. Yep, tank allocation is light. There's only 3 slots, and it's a Stuart, and an M10. So rough. Yeah, really rough. No Shermans or anything. Yeah, just that. Really, the only real thing here is that card of M10s. Stuarts are pretty bad, so just this card of M10s. Whew, rough. Support tab, nice and chunky. Lots of machine gun teams, all different varieties. 2nd Infantry M8 Scott and 105 Howitzer, so very strong unit here. Great to see that, so this will definitely help them a lot. Give them the 2K reach they really need. If they only get 1, it's okay. If they get 2, it's really good. Yeah, 1 is solid, 2 is really good. And then some commanders. So, yeah, nice to see a little bit of 2K range to actually work with, so this division doesn't get picked apart at range. Anti-tank, let's see what they got here. Bazooka teams, Partisans with Panzerfaust, M3 37mm, and M10 tank destroyer. Okay, so they do have some M10s to work with. That's good. It doesn't look like they'll come with the APCR, though. 57mm and a captured Pack B 40, Pack 40 here in B and C. So if you get to call them in with no vet, this does mean you get 5 in B. So you get a nice bit of AT, 57mm, always a solid AT gun. 37mm is actually quite good, especially when fighting against light armor divisions. This thing can really tear up quite well, and you do get some M10s, but it looks like you can only A and B, so it might be lower numbers. But not a bad AT tab at all. No 2K, but plenty to work with at the 1750 meter range. Anti-air here. 25mm guns, these are great. 25mm cannons are fantastic, so that's quite good. Bofors, yeah, this is good. It says not many choices in the slots, whatever. These are good AA choices, though. These will hold the air just fine for you. I'd have no issue with this AA tab, like if this is what I had. Artillery, well-rounded units can be deployed. 60mm mortars, always really strong. 81mm mortars, 105mm howitzers in A and B. And Obusier 155, which is our long toms. Okay, that's definitely very good, meaning only in B phase you can bring them in. Does not say whether these have radio or not. That's a big deal. If these have radio, really strong. If they don't, they're fine. The 60mm are great. That would be the highlight here, along with the 155s. These guys bring in more 60mm and A1s, but also bring the M1 75mm howitzer. This thing's fine. It's not amazing, but it's okay. Can't be counter batteried, I believe. 105, I wouldn't use these with all these other options. So these are not very good. C-Phase 75, I don't know what this is. Pre-war big, I'm assuming this is a big cannon, but 75mm isn't a very big cannon, so maybe it's not. So, yeah, it's a small cannon. I guess this is it here. So maybe it's like kind of like the Italian guns, light, super fast firing. We'll see. Doesn't say anything about radio, though. Pretty good air category. Yeah, lots of aircraft. Most of them were fought on free French. Carpet bombing wasn't very effective, so most of them are fighters and heavy fighter bomb, or fighters and fighter bombers. So we have the P-39 and P-47. P-47s are usually pretty strong, pretty big bomb loadouts. Expensive, though. Operating fighter bombers with variants of the napalm. Okay, so this could be quite strong here. Recon in Phase A. Don't really care about those. Cherry in the cake comes from American Air Power, relocated to France, deployed the P-61 Black Widow, the new unit. I think it was in the Special Brigade as well. Yeah, 1st Special Force. Oop, I didn't want to do that. Also found in the new expansion, has the P-61, heavy loads, quad 20mm. Only available in C again. That sucks. 6 AT rockets, that's good, and 4 454-kilogram bombs. Nice looking plane. So definitely interesting. This division could have some legs. The M10s will keep you safe. You do have enough AT to survive. The lack of armor, always tough, but definitely gives you some cool tools to work with, and you have 60mm mortars to win CQC with the infantry. So this division, definitely, I think, quite viable. Could actually be very strong. 17th Divisiona, another Finnish-Swedish mix here. Let's dive right in. It doesn't only include the 17th, but also green elements from the 20th Infantry Brigade. So kind of a mix, but mostly 17th. Not phase lock. So this is one of the only divisions in this new DLC that's actually not phase lock. So you can call your stuff in whenever for this one. So that's nice to see. Let's see here. Slots-wise, recon kind of limited. Not great. 1, 2, 2. I mean, it doesn't get expensive right away, but it's not many ones. Infantry tab, quite cheap. Lots of 1s, a 2 and a 3 at the end. Tank tab, very limited. 2 1s, though. Support, pretty good. You get a nice number of 1s and 2s, so 3 1 slots and 3 2 slots. Anti-tank, 2 1s, a whole bunch of 2s, 3 2s, and 1 3. So you can definitely get enough AT here. Anti-air, nice 3 1 slotters, so plenty of AA to get there. Artillery, 4 1 slots, so you can get a lot there. And air power, 3 1 slots and some 2s, so not too bad there. Nice layout, of course. Once again, no armor in this division, it appears. But that's kind of the finish for you, except for Pansari. All right, distinct lack of recon in this division. Does not have extensive forces because they're locked up, so limited options include the KVOS and the Takampoya. So Takampoya is super strong. The double sniper, these dudes are insanely good. If you get 2 cards of these, that's incredible. That's actually a very good recon tap if you get 2 cards of these. If you only get 1, I mean, it's not bad, but you get some of these, which is nice. The KVOS are basically just small recon squads. So obviously nothing great, but Takampoya are phenomenal. All right. Infantry dudes, commanders will have 8 1 slots. Yeah, okay, cool. All right. Again, with the regular choices, including Cavalry, Pionieri, and Lahitorunta. So definitely good units here. Cavalry are pretty meh. Line infantry. Pionieri are solid TNT throwing guys. Lahitorunta have the nice Lati AT gun, AT rifle. So really, this is a really good unit for just in general. So nice unit there. Followed by a bunch of new units. I have no chance of this, guy, so I apologize in advance. Prikatilanian, Leinen. Okay, close enough. 20th, abandon their positions. 9-man strong squad, 1 Suomi, 9 rifles, and 1 DP 28, and an anti-tank grenade, and the dishearten trait. So pretty meh. If they're 15 points, they're very good. If they're 20, they're meh. Sextienton. Sicienton? I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, this is way out of my league. Okay, so represent 9-man squad, 2 Suomi, 6 rifles, 1 DT LMG, Panzerfaust, and the fanatical trait. So really solid unit here. If this is only 20 points, it's actually really good. If it's 25, it's solid. Oh, that's not the same unit. So this one's 25, so probably will be 25. Well, maybe only 20, because this one's 25 with 2 light machine guns. This is the leader unit. Sessione Iskurioma. Oh, God, I'm sorry. 9-man assault squad with a mix of Suomis, PPS H's, and M26 automatic rifle. Wow, this is very strong. Fanatical and shock. This is a very, very strong unit right here. Should really be able to tear through some infantry in the Green Forest. Doesn't have like flamers or anything, but it does have a lot of... Suomi is the best submachine gun in the game. All experience Setieton come with deployed 1 veterancy and such. Oh, so this is that unit right here. Okay. So let's check it out. Really strong. 3 Suomis, 4 PPSHs. Notice how 3 Suomis do the same damage as 4 PPSHs and have 50 more meters of range. These are so good. Automatic rifle definitely really helps at CQC, actually. And you do have that AT grenade. So really strong unit right here. Fanatical shock. We'll see how strong shock really is. Yeah, so great unit there. Tank category, very limited. We have T-26s and a Carter Sturmy. So actually not too bad. You can call it in any phase, which means you can call it in like B phase and get 8, which is really nice with 1 veterancy usually. Or yeah, 8 with 1 veterancy. So that's definitely not bad at all. This is not amazing, but it at least is functionable. You'll have something to work with. T-26 is super undercosted and really quite too cheap for how strong they are. Let's see here. Lots of support tabs. We get supply trucks. New units are basically just some cheap heavy machine guns, which is pretty good. It's never bad. Military priests. And you do get the BT-42. Wow. 2 cards. These are very good 2K tanks. Very little armor, but they do really nice work. And real life dispatch was completely wiped out. Okay. Rework to provide indirect fire. So BT-42 will now be able to fire indirectly along with the one in Pansari Divisiona. So that's actually really good. These will be able to, it lacks any radio, so it's not like it's going to be super good at it, but Really good for just sitting right outside 2K range and kind of bombing units like that you want to kill, like, 88s and things. So really strong. This will be a pretty significant upgrade. Anti-tank teams, we have the Panzerkatu. It's a Panzer truck. Could be either disheartened or normal. Interesting. Lati, love these things. Absolutely fantastic. Takintorunta here with another Panzerschreck, and the remaining units are 45 mils and one card of 75 mil. I don't think this is the Pack 40 thing. It's not. Well, maybe it is. I'm not sure. Or it's that, the really good light 30.1. Not as good as the Pack 40, but still quite good. But you only get one card, so this is not a strong AT tab. Like, you are going to have a hard time killing a heavy tank. Air defenses, quite a slew slots, all cheap. We have crappy Fords, Vekatins are fantastic, and 40 mil Beaufort. So very good. Ooh, and a new unit, 75 mil Vickers firing AP rounds. You really need that, so that's good. You need some AT. Artillery, powerful category, plenty of howitzers. We have the 83 mil, which is a British 18-pounder. Captured Soviet F-22, German 105, German 150, so that's solid. Soviet 152 mil, and a British 203 mil new unit. Wow, that's a big daddy right there. Ton of mortars as well, so 60 mil mortars would be nice to see. That's a big gun there. Looks fun. Air Force, decent air category. Okay, so we have the gauntlets. We have the BF-109 G8s, BF-109 G6, Blenheims again. Blenheim's always good. The new DB-3F bomber and Ju-88A4 bombers. Okay. And the Ju-87 D5 with cluster bombs. So you definitely really need that. And the Panzerblitz Focke-Wulf 190 with the Panzerblitz 1 AT rocket. Oh, I'm interested to see that. Very interested to see that. 1 AT rocket. I wonder how good that is. Oh, wait, or is it Panzerblitz 1 AT rockets? Okay, so it's not 1. Apologies. So interesting. So could be some really strong units here. We'll see 3 cluster AB-253 cluster bombs. I don't think that's new, but we will find out. Heavy focus on infantry and artillery. Yeah, that's the Finns for you. Grind any opponent out. However, open range and long range will be difficult. Although you get the BT-42s, although hard targets are going to be a big issue. So 2 really interesting divisions here. I'm definitely getting pumped for these DLC. If you guys are as well, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting on Patreon for more Steel Division 2 content. Thanks a bunch, and have a fantastic day.